close and let us talk a little bit. I'm going to tell you a little story. Supposing you were told that you have just 30 days to live in this world, and after 30 days, you no longer be here, you no longer be in this world. How would you feel? What would your reaction be? So, you just think all of a sudden your interest for everything in this world would disappear. You no longer even care about who hates you and who likes you and who does not. All you're going to be worrying about, if you're like me, is where am I going from here? Have I really lived my life? Oh my God. All of a sudden, you are sitting down to review your life and to think, what have I done so far with my life? What was my dream? What was my vision? And what was my passion as I was growing up? And you're looking back and saying, have I done it? Is this my life? So once upon a time, I was told that I have 30 days to live. I assumed I have 30 days to live. And so um, I was supposed to write down everything I'm going to do within those 30 days. And I was also supposed to write it in the order of the priorities for me. The first thing that came to my mind is blank. Like, who? I'm no more in this world. Oh my God. I'm going to miss some people. Oh, so I'm no longer see them. I picked my phone and I started calling. I started loving on people who I think I would miss. Not necessarily people who I think would miss me, but people I think that, oh, so I won't even talk to them. Let me talk to them one more time. Let me love on them one more time. Let me just really tell them what I feel about them one more time. You know, the ones that I liked and I've never really had the opportunity to tell them that, I wanted to tell them that, oh, you're so nice. Oh, how are you doing? And I just really love on people. That was the first thing that crossed my mind. Ah, God, I'm going to miss my friends. I'm going to miss all the people that I know. So I went about doing that. That was number one. Number two thing that I did was I knew I needed to reconcile with everybody who has offended me. And even those who felt offended by me, whether I was wrong or right, it was immaterial at this point. I just wanted to reconcile with everyone. So I started to call people who have something against me, or somebody who I had any form of animosity against. It didn't matter anymore. Yeah. So it was time to reconcile, to tell them, no, I'm so sorry about that thing that happened between us. I'm so sorry the way I made you feel. I don't know whether I was wrong or right at this point, but importantly, it was making you feel bad. And why didn't I even care that I was making you feel bad and I was just claiming my rights? I'm sorry. And it was no more time to try to put on a facade of any form at all. You couldn't be lying at this point about anything because it doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't mean anything. Yeah. You just want to tell everybody the truth. Yeah. So, and then you're thinking, my thinking was, wait, on my last day, like on the 30th day, when I look back, will I say that I've lived my life? What are the things I always wanted to do that I've not done? I wish I had more time to do them. Okay, let me just see the ones I can do quickly, things I must do in this world before I leave, especially such as it's impactful to other people. So I wanted to do them quickly. So, quickly, I started to work on my passions. I started running after them like it was life and death. Like I couldn't leave this world without doing it. And at this point, it didn't matter what it was. It did not matter if I had a very big nomenclature or I had a big position or I had so much money. It didn't matter anymore. All I wanted to do was to fulfill me, you know. And so you're thinking at this point, what have I been doing? Have I been living just to impress people, have make other people happy? Have I been living to just hold on to power and now I'm powerless because I'm going to have to go whether I like it or not? You know, so I wrote like 30 different things that I needed to do until the final day on the 30th of the until the 30th day of my exercise. And on the 30th day, I'm thinking, okay, So if I'm ready to go now, I'm not owing anybody anything. I don't owe anybody any apology. I have made peace with God because one of the most important things for me, which was not even supposed to be anything to discuss or even try to think about, is for me to make peace with my Maker. Because all of a sudden it's dawned on me, wait, what does God think about me? Does God think I'm good? Everybody says I'm good, but does God think so at this point? Oh my God, am I good? What am I supposed to adjust? Which areas am I supposed to tell you that I'm sorry and then change my mind and then correct them and all? So at the end of the 30th day, nothing happened to me. I did not die. But I was just told that, okay, this is how you're supposed to live your life on a daily basis. So live like you do not have so many months or so many years to live in this world. And just take one day at a time and live right before God and before man, and live with a conscience that is void of offense. So you have your peace. Just the same way you were able to make peace with God and make peace with yourself. And then go after the things that when you leave this world, you'll be remembered for them. So, my friend, come closer once again. What will you be remembered for when you leave this world? As somebody who used to tell lies a lot, that guy can lie, yeah. Is that what you'll be remembered for? Or that, he's charged so much money while everybody was suffering around him? Is that what you'll be remembered for? Or that this guy is ever helpful? Or this guy, when you offend him, easily just tells you, does not keep it in his mind? What do you think you want to be remembered for? Just there's a long list to choose from. So choose what you want to be. What legacy do you want to leave in this world? If today you pretend dying, and then of course you're listening to people talking about you, what will you hear? Wow. So we'll continue this discussion some other time. Okay? If you don't mind, come back again and talk about this. Yeah. So, but give me your response back. I need you to talk back to me at this time. All right. Bye for now.